Good morning, everyone. I'm Stephanie Haney. It's Tuesday, March 31st. As always, Monday through Friday, coming to you with your Instagram update for COVID-19 coronavirus here in Northeast Ohio. We start off as we do every weekday at 11 a.m. with the latest COVID-19 coronavirus numbers from the 2 p.m. update from the night before from the Ohio Department of Health so that you can all know where we currently stand. Right now, there are 1,933 confirmed COVID-19 coronavirus cases in the state of Ohio. There are 475 total hospitalizations, and of those total hospitalizations, 163 people are in the intensive care unit. Our death toll has risen to 39 people who have died related to COVID-19 coronavirus illness and complications, and that age range now spans from less than 1 year old to 98 years old for the people who have been confirmed as positive for COVID-19 coronavirus here in Ohio. The median age is now 53, which again is different than the average age. The median age is, if you line everybody up, the person in the middle would be 53 years old. There would be the same number of people younger and the same number of people older. And the split between how this is impacting males versus females is 50-50 at this time. So 50% of those confirmed cases are male, 50% are female. We have an interesting update today coming from the Centers for Disease Control. It's been reported that the CDC is now telling people to wear masks in public, which they have previously said was not necessary. That is still the current stance at this moment, is that healthy individuals do not need to wear masks in public, but just take general precautions. Something to consider here that healthcare professionals have been saying this whole time is that these masks will keep an illness in, but won't necessarily prevent an illness from getting in. So to put that another way, if someone is not well and they're wearing a mask, that will help potentially stop them from spreading COVID-19 coronavirus to others, but it won't necessarily stop an infection from getting through to someone's mouth and nose area. So this news about this potential update from the CDC comes from the Washington Post, who report that they spoke to an official within the CDC. Now, to be 100% clear here, they would not be recommending that the public wear N95 masks. Those are the masks that are of the grade to be personal protective equipment for medical professionals. These would be homemade masks or something not necessarily quite as robust as the N95 mask. When President Donald Trump spoke earlier this week on the matter, he said it could be something like that for a limited period of time. So that was his reaction to that possibility. We'll be following that and following up with that as well through our reporting throughout this week. Some stark news here in the U.S. The death toll across the nation has now surpassed the number of deaths from the September 11th attacks. The Washington Post also reported that this morning, that currently more than 3,000 people have died in the United States. So health officials are concerned that it is possible the U.S. could see at least 200,000 deaths from COVID-19 coronavirus, and that number is based on, quote, if we do things perfectly. So what that means is if we are all following the stay-at-home guidelines, if all non-essential businesses are closing, if people are observing the safe distance between themselves and others when they do have to be out in public, and are limiting their social circle and not spreading COVID-19 coronavirus continuously. In Spain, they recently had record deaths in one day. Now, Spain, keep in mind, has 94,000 COVID-19 cases, and they reported their highest number of deaths in one day, which was a total of 894 deaths. Nearly half of the 17 regions in Spain are nearing their ICU capacity, so very concerned there for the healthcare system and what's going on there right now. They've also reported nearly 13,000 of their healthcare workers have been infected with COVID-19 coronavirus. Here in the U.S., Walmart is now taking extra precautions in order to prevent people from potentially spreading COVID-19 coronavirus. As we know, many people turn to places like Walmart for their essential shopping, so Walmart is still open in many places, and also many places throughout the U.S. have not instituted orders that only essential businesses can remain open at this time. So what Walmart is doing is they will be taking the temperature of their employees upon arrival for a shift. Now, that is something that is required here in the state of Ohio under our public health orders, but not everywhere. So Walmart will be taking that upon itself to test the temperature of every employee upon reporting to a shift. And they've said that any temperature above 100 degrees will result in that employee being sent home, and that employee will also be paid for that shift. All right, so we want to end things on a good note for you here as best we can today. I know there's a lot of wild news going on right now, but here is some positivity for Taco Bell lovers. Taco Bell today is giving away free Doritos Loco Tacos. So if you do have to be out, remember here in Ohio, carry out, takeout, delivery, that's considered an essential business here. So those businesses are still open here in the state of Ohio. So Taco Bell is giving away one free Doritos Locos Taco today only in the drive-thru. No purse is necessary. It's while supplies last. So you don't have to buy anything else. You can just go through the drive-thru and get your free Doritos Locos Taco. Also, they'll be donating $1 million to No Kid Hungry, and that's to help feed children during this time that might be food insecure and are having a hard time getting those meals. As we know, many children who are outside of school at this time, that's where they were getting up to 2 meals a day. So a lot of need in that area as well. Also, Taco Bell is not charging a delivery fee for orders over $12 from Grubhub. I know it can be difficult to spend $12 at Taco Bell, but if you're not paying the delivery fee, maybe it's worth it, and then you have some leftovers for the next day. Okay, that is our 11 a.m. update for you here. I'm Stephanie Haney. We'll be back at 2 p.m. when the Ohio Department of Health releases their updated numbers on the COVID-19 coronavirus cases here in Ohio, and we will see you back then.